Well, hello, my friends. This is Jay, and this is Jay's Knit and Purl Jam. And I wanted to be the first to share with you this amazing thing that you have given me. As you can see, I'm at my computer, and I'm going to zoom in and look at that number. Oh my word! I have over 1 million views because of all of my faithful friends, fans, and supporters. Thank you so much. I didn't believe it myself at first, so I had to look. I called my son and I says, check this number. Look, just like you do a lottery ticket. Check this number. Am I really seeing what I see? And he said, oh yeah, 1 million views. And just to make sure, I let it go over 1 million, just in case my math was wrong. But I wanted to share it with you and gift this year 2017. This is the gift you've given me, so there's nothing for me to do but to give you a big gift in return, right from my heart, right from Jay's Knit and Purl Jam. Thank you, thank you, thank you for 1 million views. It's amazing. How exciting is that? Did you see what I could not believe it myself. I had to look, I had to call somebody in and said, how many numbers are there on my computer? Is this the right amount of numbers? Yes, because of you and all my friends everywhere, Jay has over 1 million views. I don't even know what to think. I don't know what to say. I'm just shocked. You know, I just thank you everyone for making this 2017. I have reached 1 million views. And naturally, I thought, well, what can I do? I just want to do something. You know, I'm excited, but yet I'm like, well, I'm kind of scared too. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, Jay, you got to make more stuff. Once you hit 1 million views, oh my gosh. Look, okay, calm down. But the most important thing is that not only because of you, because of your faithfulness, and all my wonderful supporters and friends everywhere, both near and far, that you would come and give my little simple designs a try. And just listen to me just talk about it. I don't know. But I'm telling you, from my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I thought, well, now what can I do? And I see everyone else on there, everybody has giveaways. And I thought, well, Jay, maybe you should have a giveaway too. I thought, well, okay, now how do I go about doing it? All this stuff is, like, okay, how should I do it? What should I give away? I didn't want to give away yarn. Everybody's got yarn. That's why we're here, trying to get rid of the yarn, trying to make things. Use up our stash. And I thought, well, I don't want to do that. And then just in the back of my mind, just as well, just do what you do. Just do what you do best. And I thought, I'm just going to design something and give it away. And then I start thinking, okay, now, I had to go back and look at other people's videos and see how they do little giveaways. And I thought, okay, I got to have this and I got to do this. And then you got to get people to send in or give them a question. Or then I've got to get an answer. And then I've got to get the random generator. And then I've got to give everybody a number. And I thought, no. Like, Jay can't do all that. Look, I don't have time to draw that, people. I got I got things I'm working on. I thought, okay, you know I like things simple. You know my little plaque over there, keep life simple. That's my whole thing of my little channel. Keep it simple, Jay. Okay? And I thought, well, and if I do have a giveaway, I would just, I don't know, it wouldn't make me happy to just have one person to win the giveaway. That's just not my style. That's just not me. You know? That's why I don't even play the lottery. Only one person can win. What's the use of playing? You know, that's my little logic now, people. I know you're going to say, well, Jay, you could win. Yes, I could, but that's my logic. You know, that's my little senior logic. Okay, so I thought, I know what I'll do for my giveaway. Ta-da! Looky here. Look at this big box. Oh my gosh. I says, first of all, I'm going to find a nice, big, pretty box. Look. Rejoice! That just happened to be on the box, and it was the biggest one I could find at the time. And I thought, I'm going to design something special, and guess what? You're all winners! I'm doing the Oprah. You're all winners. You get a prize. You get the prize. You get the prize. You win. You win. You win. Everybody wins. Everybody will win and get the surprise in the box. So, I don't have to put your name. You don't have to answer a question. All you have to do is, look, let me open the box and show you what you won. As part of Jay's thank you for 1,000,000. And did you notice? I let it go over 1,000,000 because, you know, Jay wasn't sure she was counting the numbers right. I didn't want to like, oh, Jay, you embarrass yourself. It's not quite 1,000,000 yet. Look, I let it go over 1,000,000. Just to make sure. But just because of you, 1,000,000 views. And now, you get the surprise. You all are winners. You all get cars. Not. But you do get to what's in this box. And I think you're going to like it. It's really pretty. And, of course, I'm going to take you step by step because you deserve it. Thank you to all my friends, supporters, my fans. Thank you for viewing my videos. Thank you for letting me know that I'm not just some, look, some old senior that y'all just like, oh gosh. Thank you. That, you know, hey, as seniors, we have things to share too. And I'm enjoying sharing it with you. From my heart, hear it, and all my, just my every thought here at Jay's Knit and Purl Jam. You have made this a most wonderful journey these last 4 years. And now, 2017, I got a lot of bombshells for you to lay down. I got a lot of things to share with you. You know, not all at once. I'm going to just do a little bit as we go. But, so stay tuned. But first, let's see what's in your box. 1,000,000. Can I count to 1,000,000? I don't know. Can you count to? I don't know. Thank you. Well, my friends, I hope you like surprises, because no one could have been more surprised than me. The gift you gave me to start 2017, over 1,000,000 views of my videos. And I'm telling you, I'm just, like I said, I'm still just floored and so excited. And of course, like I say, I have this box for you. And as you can see by the pictures, well, what I thought about when I was doing this box, I knew by the numbers I was going to hit 1,000,000 sometime, you know, the first 2 or 3 months, hopefully, of the new year. But I had no idea I was going to reach it before, you know, like the first week of 2017. So I had to get busy to think of what I was going to put in the box. I had some ideas, but like I say, I thought I had a couple of months, to work on or come up with something. And then I remembered one of your favorite videos of mine. I noticed was my first prayer shawl in episode number 11. It says to live life and give to others. And that was the first actual prayer shawl. I've done many other shawls, but that's the one I call a prayer shawl. And you just by the views alone on it, you really have, you just love that one. And so I thought, I need to do another one. I need to do one because that's, old, and I wanted something new. So here we go. For my friends, for all and my fans and supporters, for all the views that you have given to me and to my videos and to my little designs, thank you again. A big thank you from Jay. So, Jay, stop talking. Let's open the box. Okay. I'm sorry if I sound a little stuffy. I am stuffed. I am filming this on the day before we're supposed to have a big snow event. So I think this is Thursday, January 5th. So we're supposed to have a big snow event, so I am just completely stuffed up. I can't hardly talk. I'm talking funny. You probably think, well, that doesn't even sound like... I don't sound like myself. Oh, I feel great. I'm just completely stopped up. I have no idea. Ears stopped up, head stopped up, everything. Okay, but I'm going to get this video done. So let's open the box. Woo! Okay. And she's undone the bow and the box. Ta-da! Okay, now I may have to sit the box down. Let's see, because the top is not going to stay up by itself. So how about if I sit it down like that? I think the camera's okay. Okay. Piece of paper. And we have our new shawl for 2017. And I'm going to turn it and hang it kind of up here. Kind of like that. Let's see how it looks on the camera. Yeah, you can see that a little bit. I might have to move it up a little bit. I tell you what, don't let me make you see. I'm going to just refocus just a little bit. There we go. Not so much of the box, but the shawl. Okay, now, I looked around to see what the name of this pattern, but what happens is, even if you find it in another book, and it's in plenty of books, I'm going to show you the book I got mine from, everyone changed the name to fit their project. So I don't have, some of you who really know crochet patterns, and you may know a name from years ago or something. So someone will let me know. But as you can see, there's lots of open lace work, and I call them they're like little boxes, suspended in between all of this pretty lace work. Now, I thought that was real pretty. And so, when I found the stitch, I thought, I'm going to use this stitch for this, big surprise for my friends. And I'm going to designate it as my second prayer shawl, because I have the first one in episode 11. So this will be Jay's prayer shawl. This will be like my second one to do. And I'm going to call it, because to me, these look like wings. They look pretty, like wings suspended in air. Suspended in just beautiful. So this is going to be Jay's Crochet on the Wings of a Dove prayer shawl. What do you think of that? Yeah, I made that up. On the wings of a dove. Isn't that pretty? Doesn't it just say a lot about, just, I don't know. So now let me show you the features of this prayer shawl. I'm going to move the box now. We're done with that. In fact, I may have to, let me come back. I'm going to reposition the camera. Okay. I wanted to reposition it so I can get this in. First of all, let me just show you the front of the shawl, and then I'll share with you some other things about this little simple design. Like I said, I thought I had months to prepare, and then all of a sudden, due to my surprise, you gave me the million the first week of 2017. So right off the bat, here's the front of the shawl. Can you see that? I'm laying it down. Okay. Now it's done in one piece, of course. It's crocheted. It starts in the back, and it's worked this direction. We just work up, we cast on, and we work up, just working back and forth all the way up. And then you know how when I crochet, I try to do it, you know, as much as possible in one piece. And in order to get the beautiful collar, you know that I turn the work upside down. Now everything is just opposite. Now here I get a pretty edge that was at the top, now will be on the bottom. Can you see that? I'm trying to get it on camera here. Okay, so now this pretty scallop edge becomes the back of the shawl. And as I pull it down, I have added a row of double crochets. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up. I'll get him to zoom in if I have to. But there are some double crochets. And then I pick up and crochet the whole collar, which now becomes the top of the shawl. And look how nice this collar lays back, and look how wide it is. Isn't that pretty? Does that make sense? Okay, so right now all we have is a long rectangle kind of with a beautiful collar at the top. See? That's all it is. It's like a rectangle. Now let me just show you what I discovered. Once I start trying it on, okay, here's the collar. It's laying back on the back. Here's the front. Here's the front of the collar. Let's see if it's on camera. Hope I don't have to adjust anymore. Okay, yep. Here we go. All right, here's the collar. I know on this light color it's hard to see everything. Okay, now, when you wear it like a prayer shawl, just like in the pictures, but also, I discovered that if I would just take and put one button right here, this is the back edge, and right here, right above, you see that row of double crochets. If you can't, you will when I do the sample. All this I'll go over. You just use the lace as the opening, stick your button in. Now it becomes a shrug with a big collar. Of course, I can't put this on. It becomes a beautiful shrug. Isn't that pretty? With a big layback collar. I guess I should have modeled it. I didn't think about it. See that? I just simply put one button. The button can go into any of those lace openings to create an arm space, and then your large collar will just come around the front. And now you not only have a prayer shawl, but you have a prayer shrug as well that you could make for someone. It's the exact same. And on this side, I did the exact same thing. Here's the front collar, nice and thick and wide. And then on the back edge, right there, I put a button. And then I simply take this button and run it through just any one of the lace openings to make a nice arm space for the shrug. Now this is not showing up, I'm sure, because it's light color. But now, not only do you have, put it over this way, do you have a beautiful shawl, but now you have a beautiful prayer shrug. And I may have to model this. At the end, I may just model it. But this is the idea. And this is what I want to show you, how I came up with this, putting this together, and how I use the pattern and where I got the little pattern from. Isn't that pretty? I love the collar. Look how nice the collar is. And of course, if you just, like I said, just want to wear it plain, just take the button out, and that's just simply a prayer shawl with a nice big collar that lays really pretty. Okay, I know that's hard to see and jumble up, and maybe I'll have to, at the end, maybe I will model it. I didn't think to do it at first. Okay, let me set the camera and show you. Let's go with some of the yarns. Okay, now this is really a stash busting project again. I wanted something nice and light. I wanted something that we could use, maybe a small crochet hook, a G or an H. So I looked in my stash to see what some of the yarns, that I thought would look good, and the weight, and it would drape pretty. And of course, you can always, one of my favorites is always Caron Simply Soft. Even though it's a medium weight, but it's light enough and drapey enough on a H crochet hook, it works up beautiful. That would be beautiful in a color, of course, of your choice, but Caron Simply Soft. Okay, I did mine in Hobby Lobby's Yarn Bee Soft Secret, because this is one that I really love, this yarn. It's the same, it's like Caron, but it's a little softer. It has a little texture, and I used a size H, and it just crocheted up great. Just beautiful. Drapes really pretty, and really it turned out to be heavier than I thought. The weight of the whole shawl, but the yarn is very nice. But I use Soft Secret, and I use like an off-white, or I believe it was off-white or ivory. Okay, that's fun. All right, I found this in my stash, Caron Simply Soft Light. Now it's a size 3, so it's definitely a lighter weight yarn. You could go down to a size G crochet hook, or an H. You can come back up to an H if you like. So if you like the finer touch, or the lighter weight shawl, or the the pattern won't be as large, then something like this, Caron Simply Soft Light, on a size G crochet hook, would just be beautiful. This is up from sock yarn, but now, if you are a sock yarn person, and if you like threads, you could use that. You could also use that. You're just going to be working a different scale than we are. And it's going to take you, your scale won't be as large as your pattern won't be as large as ours. Okay, another one that I had so much of this, I just got tons and tons of all this yarn, and I forget what I have until I look in the bags. Here is some of that Isaac Mizrahi from Michaels that I bought a year ago. And it's a number 3. So I could easily, if you bought some too, you could easily use a G crochet hook and get a nice effect just like on this Soft Light. I just think it's really nice to have some, Then, of course, most standbys again. Now, you may not, they stopped making this yarn or whatever, at least in our area. Maybe they make it somewhere else. But of course, I'm sure you can go on eBay and other places, or Etsy, and find a lot of people still have it and are trying to probably sell it. This is Red Heart Shimmer, and I found this at just a little local shop. Had got a stock in, so I went ahead and bought up some. And this is a medium weight, but it's small enough in the yarn that you could easily work a size H. They call for an I, but I would work a size H. This is Red Heart Shimmer, you know, with all the little glitz. Isn't that pretty? So you probably have some of this still left in your stash. I know I do. And last but not least, for right now, and you're going to find others in your stash. This is Bernat. This is medium weight. This is a satin. And this will work great. This is thin enough, or I believe it would drape good enough. And let's see, I believe it calls for an H. I don't have my glasses on. I believe it calls for an H crochet hook. So that is just right square in what we need. And wouldn't that be pretty? Just because it's a press shawl doesn't mean it has to be white. Well, if it's going to be dove wings. But you don't have to call it that. It's your press shawl. And if you like black or pink or any of these colors, you know, the more, you know, the merrier the better. So it's whatever you like. I'm just going to share the stitch with you and show you where I got the stitch and how to put it all together. So let me show you the stitch for Jay's Crochet on the Wings of a Dove press shawl and press shrug. Alright, I'll clear this up. Okay, so now let's get started. I was looking for a stitch and I came across one of my old books. I mean, I love this book, and then I have so many. I guess I misplaced it, but I found it when I was looking. And it's a Crochet 101 Stitches for Afghans by Jean Linehauser. Excuse me, I'm still stopped up. Okay, and look at the pretty cover. I think this book came out around the mid-90s. And you can see a sample of some of the stitches on the cover, the color pages, because the rest of them are black and white. Then she has right in the center, you can see more of some of the stitches. And look at that. Hold it up a little bit. Look at that. You can see more of some of the beautiful crochet stitches. Let's see if there's another one. Yep, there's one more on that. And then on the back cover also. Isn't that nice? Now you may have this book also, I don't know. Like I said, I've had it for a long time. And these stitches are in other books too. But it's just fun to buy something in it. Like I said, I've had this one since the mid-90s. So, when I was looking, right on the front cover, I noticed this stitch right here. I don't know, it was, you know, I've seen it before. Like I said, I'm sure you can find it in another book or something else, because I have seen it. Because I wanted to know what was the name of this stitch, because all of her stitches in this book are just numbered. Well, the only thing with that, when you start looking and you find it in another book, well, then that person who has made a design or something, they've changed the name just like I'm going to use it in my stitch. Jay's Crochet, Wings on... Jay's Crochet, Wings of a Dove. On the Wings of a Dove. That's it. On the Wings of a Dove. Okay. But anyway, in the book it's number 4. So, I'm not going to do a book review. I'm just going to get on so we can get on to the stitch. And here we go. And so, like I said, she just uses numbers. You know, back whenever she published this, had this book published. And it's a very simple, nice stitch. There are about 6 rows. But I'm going to change it some so that it won't even feel like 6 rows. It's going to be very quick. And I just made some minor adjustments just so that I can share it and it will be easy to demonstrate and to share. And then plus, you know, hopefully you'll want to give it a try for this press shawl. Alright, so that is the stitch book that I'm taking my stitch from. And I will also be working one in real time, which I will show you. And in the real time, I'm going to be using, I found a couple of just a couple of skeins of this old Red Heart shimmer. You know, I'm trying to use up my stash. And I only had 2 skeins, so it's not enough to do the shawl. So I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do. And starting this year to help with my demonstration. And yet, not have to make a lot of little, to make an extra gift or an extra project. So, now, on the yarns that I've shared with you that I think would be good, you're looking for anything that you could use a crochet hook size G or an H, a G or an H hook. So that was the yarn I showed, that I shared with you from my stash. And I suggest if you're going to, especially for the Purl shawl, you will need at least 3 skeins of whichever color you pick out, or whichever yarn you decide to use. This one I can only find 2, so that's why I'm going to show you something a little different, that in case you don't have 3 skeins, you can do the stitch anyway and still come out with a pretty project. How's that sound? Okay, the next thing is, let's start crocheting. Let's get our yarn out, and let me walk you through the rows and show you how it's set up. And I've really tried to simplify it. Okay, check back in a moment. Okay, before we get started, I wanted to, I'd like to show you an overview of the stitch itself on my demonstration piece, so that you can kind of help set your mind to where we're going. I hate to just start right in. I want you to see where we're going, and then I think you will, it will be easy to understand. So I'm going to just hold this up and just kind of talk for a minute, and then we're going to make our chain. First of all, if you notice, there are these, we'll call them, I'm calling them dove wings, but they're like boxes. You see that? And in between each row of boxes, well, first of all, each box is made up of a row of double crochet one direction, a row of double crochet in the opposite direction, a double crochet. Let me see if it's on camera now. See, can you see it? A double crochet one direction and a double crochet in the opposite direction, a double crochet in one direction, opposite. And in between each box, or my wings, there are 3 strands that suspend the boxes. So if you just count, let me just hold it up really in the light here so you can see it. Can you see there's 3 strands? 1, 2, 3. Every 1, 2, 3 on this side. Every box has 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 on this side. One in between each box. We're going to have 3 strands that just kind of make it look like it's suspended in air. And then in between each set of boxes, or each pattern for the box, you have your regular V-stitch. You have your simple V-stitch that is just 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Every row, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Does that make sense? And that's all there is. A row of boxes, V-stitches, boxes, V-stitches, boxes, and so on. I have added, and you'll see it when we start the chain, I've added a few stitches on each edge, just to make a nice border that you will see how we'll use it later to make it makes an arm space look really nice. So it's just double crochets on this edge, and then I matched it. Of course, you do it on one edge, you have to do it on the opposite. Does that make sense? Okay, so, right, so, but this is this is what you're going for. And like I said, of course, this is demonstration yarn. This is worsted weight. You do not want to make it in this kind of yarn or large yarn. You want to look for something that will fit a size G or a size H crochet hook. I'm going to be demonstrating in a large yarn with a large hook, just so that you can see it and I can walk you through it. Alright, let me get this and get the yarn out and we're ready to go. Okay, so as we get started, now you know how I crochet. I try to use the number of repeats in order to make my projects and not how many chains you need to chain, because I really don't know how many. So we're going to start working the repeats, and then you can take the repeats and put it around your shoulders to see how many you think it will take. On my original, when I'm doing a shawl or sweater, I'm crocheting, I try to use an odd number. It just helps me to know where the center back is, and then it's equal on each side. So on my original shawl, I was aiming for 13, but I miscounted. I only did 12. And I can really tell the difference. I needed that one extra. So I would have had 13 repeats of this pattern, to go around my shoulders and to the front and really look nice and comfortable. So this is the whole idea of finding the repeats instead of how many chains. Because when you're designing, sometimes I might just chain right in the middle of the pattern. Well, if I don't have enough chains, then I'm going to have to start over. So go ahead and make a long chain, about like your arm span. Just chain, because what we don't use, remember, we take a loose. Here we go. I've changed the pattern because I wanted to make it easier and just simplify things, because that's what I'm about. So, and on this stitch, I've made a chain, and I'm just going to do a simple repeat. I'm not going to do too long a repeat. And make sure I have enough. I'll do a few more chains. It's better to have too many than to have too few. Okay, here we go. On my chain, and let me just double check my view, make sure. Okay, that's good. Okay, this is row 1. Okay, in the 4th chain from the hook, so 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to do a double crochet. We're just going to get right through this. Double crochet. This is what I am adding to the pattern. The turning chain represents a double crochet and the one I just made. So that's 2 double crochets right there. Now I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to skip 1 on the bottom and do another double crochet. Okay, this double crochet starts the pattern. These 2 are what I am adding to make a nice edge. Alright, here we go. I skip 2 on the bottom, and in the next chain I'm going to do our first V-stitch. And the V-stitch for this pattern is 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. So let's go. So 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. I just went to look out the door, and the ice is falling. And big flakes of snow. So I knew I was stopped up for a reason, and why I sound so strange, but it's me. Well, I feel great. I made me a little hot tea too. Put a little honey in it to kind of keep your throat. Okay, so I made the first V-stitch. 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Now, after the V-stitch, chain 5. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I will only skip 4 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the next chain, do a single crochet. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This is what we have so far. Now, turn the work. This is a little strange, but we're going to turn the work. And now we're going to work in this large space where we did the 5 single crochets. We're going to put 5 double crochets in this large space. Let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let me just double count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, I'm on the wrong side, and we will mark it in just a minute. But I need to get back to the right side. So we chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn the work again. Now we headed in the right direction on the right side. Does that make sense? Okay. It takes 2 rows of double crochets to make this box. We've done 1, so now when I turn back to the right side, I simply stack double crochets on top of double crochets. So let's go. That's 1, 2, oops, that's 3, here's 4, and number 5 will always go into this, looks like a post right there. So number 5 will go here. That is 5. And we have made our first box right there, or wing of a dove. Okay, after that we chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Only skip 4 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the next chain, we are going to do a V-stitch. So 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1, 2, and 2 more double crochets. Man, the snow is so thick, or the flakes are so large, I can hear the sound coming through the window. I think it probably has a little sleet in it too. Okay. So that's what we have so far. Now, after the V-stitch, you will chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember, but you only skip 4 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, single crochet in the next chain. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn the work to make our first row in this large space right here. We're going to add the 5 double crochets. This will be the first row of the box. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, turn the work so I'm back on the front. And I'll just stack double crochets on top the next row. So that's 1, 2, 3. I can't seem to get enough yarn. This 4, and remember number 5 into the post of this stitch right there. Okay, after the box we chain 3, so 1, 2, and 3. Let me pull a little yarn and check my camera. So now we skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the next chain, we do the V-stitch, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Okay. After you V-stitch, we chain 5. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But you only skip 4 on the bottom. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the next chain, do a single crochet Here we go again. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3, so that we can turn. And now I can fill this large space up with 5 double crochets. Let's go. So that's 1, 2, 3, oops, 4, and oops, 5. Okay, how's that? How's that looking? All right, now to get back to the front, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn the work back to the front. Now this will be a jumble up something, but this is what you have so far. But it will eventually relax, and you will be able to see what you're doing once we get up a little further. So once I chain 3 and I'm turned back and I'm back on the front, now I double crochet. Oops, I think I got my 1, 2, 3. Now turn, and I do a double crochet there. 2, 3. That's 4, and into the post makes 5. And after the square, then you just chain 1, 2, 3. And moving right along. Let's see how many do I have. I was just going to do it. Remember, I like to do an odd number. Okay, this is an odd number, so I'll do my sample 3. And I am counting the little blocks here as the repeat. However many it takes of these little blocks to go around, around your shoulders to the front and make it an odd number. So I have 1, 2, 3 on this sample. So let's get ready to stop. And I'm going to stop by after I chain 3. Then I skip 4 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. I double crochet into the next chain to make the V-stitch. 1, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Okay. Now I have to make this end match our beginning, where we began the whole repeat. So I'm going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and I will double crochet in the next chain. That ends the pattern, just like on the opposite end. Now I will chain 1, skip 1, and in the next chain put a double crochet, 1, and then in the next chain I put 1 double crochet, and that ends the whole row. And I have my repeats. Of course, when you start, you're going to have a really long chain. So now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I will turn the work to the wrong side, and this will be row 2. And we will mark it as row 2 by simply taking a piece of contrasting yarn and go to the center, your center repeat. So mine is right here. Let's see, how about if I get it right here? So just take your crochet hook if you want to. Bring the loop through, like you're doing some fringe, and then bring the 2 tails through. Now we know that this is the wrong side. Okay, let me let you catch up, and we'll see. We'll take the next step as we turn to do row 2, which is a really easy and fun row. Back in a minute. Okay, before we do row 2, I want to show you an overview of what row 2 and the next 3 rows look like. So here is my larger sample. Now, if you would look right here, you see the boxes, and they look like they're suspended in air, like a dove, like the wing of a dove. Now, as we finish a box, then if you notice there are 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. every 1, 2, 3. Do you see that? They're like 3 suspended, like 3 rows that are just suspended in air. So this is how we're going to do this next stitch for the next couple of rows. It will be the same. So I'll just call it row 2. So here we go. I'll move this sample and I'll take this one. Now, here we go. After we chain 3 and turn the work, now we're on the wrong side because we have it marked now. Alright, this is how row 2 will look. Alright, we're going to just read our stitches. We're going to double crochet in the next double crochet. Okay, we're going to chain 1 right there, chain 1, double crochet in the next double crochet, which is where the pattern starts now. And everything is simply stacked on top of the row before. So V-stitch, stack another V-stitch. So 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, and then 2 double crochets. 1 more, and that's 2. Okay, now to just make those suspended rows, we simply chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now I will go all the way over to the top of the box, somewhere right here in this little turning chain. Try to go into the stitch itself and do a single crochet. So chain 4, then single crochet in the very corner of the box, like that. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, next thing I see is the V-stitch, so we stack those on top of each other. So 2 double crochets. I'll check my camera. Really, I'm having a time with lighting tonight or something. Okay. So 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 double crochets. All right. Now, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm over to the next box there. So, next box, I'm going to find the top of the turning chain and do a single crochet. This is what we have so far. Now, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. A V-stitch, so I'm just going to 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1, 2, and 2 double crochets. Okay, now as we go across, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to the top corner of this little box, single crochet, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're at the last, or I'm at the last V-stitch, so I stack a V-stitch there. I don't want my yarn to get tangled. Oh, wait, I'm going to get a knot. I don't know how that happened. There we go. So that's 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1, 2, and 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Now we have to end it by just reading the last 3 stitches. Of course, these two belong to the V-stitch, so we skip over to this double crochet right there. So I double crochet there, 1, chain 1, double crochet here, and in the turning chain, double crochet. Now, guess what? We chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're just going to repeat row 2 again. This time we're on the front side. And as you can see, it will start to kind of relax a little bit, a little more as you go a little further. Alright, so as we repeat row 2, sorry, I hit the camera. Let's simply start again. Okay, double crochet, chain 1. You can see the chain 1 right there. Double crochet starts the pattern right here. Now, the V-stitch on top of V-stitch, so 2 double crochets, chain 2, pull some yarn, 2 double crochets. A transformer just blew a minute ago. Well, we got lights. The hot ATL is not so hot tonight. Okay, so chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're repeating the same row. Now I go all the way over to this single crochet there and do a single crochet. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Move all the way to the V-stitch and 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. Okay, now chain 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, you can see I need to go to the single crochet there, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, a V-stitch, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. All right, let's see. All right, we need to go here, so chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet at the top of the box again, and chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last thing I see for me on my short row is a V-stitch, so 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets in the same stitch. One more. Okay, and then I read the last stitches, a double crochet on top of this one, chain 1 right there, so chain 1. Now a double crochet here and a double crochet into the post right here. Let's see if I can get up under 2 strands here. There we go. Double crochet. Okay, guess what? Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and the next row we're gonna add that third. Remember, that was 3 strands. We're gonna add the third one now, doing exactly the same thing. Let's go. By now you'll start forming a rhythm. So double crochet there, chain 1, double crochet, next thing I have is the V-stitch right there. So it's 1, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, 1, 2. chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet there. 1, 2, 3, 4. V-stitch here. Chain 2. 2 more double crochets. 1, 2. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want a single crochet right there above the box. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. Another double crochet here, here, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4, and single crochet here in the box, top of the box. See, you can see my three rows there. Okay, now chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last V-stitch for me. So 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. Alright, now I can just finish off this side, go all the way here to the double crochet, which ends the pattern. Now chain 1 and do a double crochet here, and 1 into the post. And we will chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn the work, and we are on the right side, and I will just simply call this row 3 since it will be where we will start. It's really row 1 again. So maybe I should I say row 3 or row 1? I'll just go with row 3 so you'll know that's the next. And what we're going to do is simply start the box again. Make sure I was on camera. I hope I was on camera. Okay, you catch up and let me check and make sure I was on camera. Okay, as I was ending, before I left the camera, I was going to start and I thought I'd call it row 3, but really we need to call it row 1. That way it makes it really simple. You're going to do row 1 and then row 2 where you keep repeating row 2. So now we've got it down to rows 1 and 2, just real simple. Okay, so we finished doing those 3 suspended rows right there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm on the right side. So now I simply want to go back to row 1, and that's where I'm going to leave it at, row 1. And row 1, of course, is the right side because we have it marked, and it's going to be the row we make start the, the dove wing, our little box. So let's just read our stitches as we go across. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Now I'm up to a V-stitch, and that's just 2 double crochets again, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. Okay, and of course to make the box we have to change our count number. So now after we do the V-stitch, we chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember? Then we single crochet right there in that single crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, because when we're making the little box, we have to turn the work around. So turn the work. Now I'm on the back side, and in this large chain space here, I'm going to put 5 double crochets. 1, 2, That's 3, 4, and 5. And since we're on the wrong side, we need to get back to the right side. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Turn the work. See if it's showing up good. Yep, turn the work. Now we're simply going to stack double crochets on each one of these. So double crochet across, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there is the first box there. After you do a box, you chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That brings you over to this V-stitch. So let's go. That's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. Just like that. Get some more yarn. Okay. After the V-stitch, you chain 5. You will chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you'll single crochet right here, right above the box. Single crochet, now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn the work. Now we're on the back side. We will fill in that large space right there with 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and to get back to the front, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn the work. I'm back to the front. And we will just continue across in pattern. And the last 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last double crochet goes into this little post. Okay, another box. After a box, chain 3. You got it. 1, 2, 3. And that will bring you to a V-stitch. That's 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. After the V-stitch, to get to this single crochet, you need to chain 5. Now you have it. Okay, now you would continue across because, like you say, your row is very long because you're doing, the project. So you will continue across in pattern, and then you will work as many rows as you want for the length of your back. This direction. Let me see how many, let me count and see. Like I said, I wanted 13 repeats, which was 13 boxes across, but let's see how far did I go up. I'm going to move this, and I'm going to lay this down, just so you can get an idea, which I think I went too long. I could have gone shorter, but I'm going to count the boxes again. I'm just going to start at the bottom edge and just count my boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, maybe 7 was good. Yeah, 7 boxes in this direction. Okay, you continue. Once you reach the length you want, then stop. Let me get my smaller sample here. Okay, once you get to the length you want in your back, okay, I need for you to work all the way up, and then we're going to flip our work, and we're going to work this edge. We're going to put a row of double crochet on this row, and we're going to do it from the back side. We'll start on the wrong side, but work as many of the boxes you want for your back, the length, or the width, and then I will see you when you get to a point where you're ready to get ready to start the collar. Okay, see you back shortly. You've gone as far as you want in the length for your back, and so now we're ready to start to add our collar. And I take, you see I have the wrong side marked, and this is the way we were working, you know. So now I take, remember how I flip it over, now the edge that we started, the chain edge, is now at the top, and the pretty scallop edge is at the bottom. And you know what, I didn't tell you this, I forgot to tell you this. When you go up your back and you come to a place that you want to stop on the third, after you do the third suspended, you know, those little bars, those little rows, 1, 2, 3. After you do 1, 2, 3, then you stop, because you don't want to go into another box. That's how you'll do as many boxes up your back, and then after you do 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, then you stop on that row and just pull your yarn through, just like you normally stop. Then you're going to turn it upside down, just like this, and I will be working on starting on the back side. And all we want to do is just take some yarn, take your working yarn again, you've cut it on this and you're done over here, and you want to go to the very first stitch. Make sure I'm on camera. You're going to go to your very first crochet, and you're just going to connect however you connect. I loop it over, I pull it through, I single crochet with the tail and the yarn, then I drop the tail. Now watch. And of course you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, which will represent the first double crochet. And we're just going to make a nice row of double crochet across, trying to go in as every chain as much as possible. You know, you might miss 1 or 2, but you're going to just simply take your time and double crochet across now. Even anywhere you see a chain, right there on the main, on this row, there's a chain right there. So I will double crochet there. Make sure I'm on camera. I'll bring it over a little closer. Let's see if I need to just pull in a little bit more. Maybe I can just pull in a little more. Okay. So now I'm just looking for my chains, and I just want to make a nice row of double crochet, as nice as possible. And I just go across. Don't look at the pattern yet. You're looking for a chain. Anywhere you know there's a chain, double crochet all the way across. See, right in here, I know that's a chain there. I'm starting on the wrong side because we're going to start the box and we need to be on the right side. So this is why I'm starting the double crochet on the wrong side. So just take your time. You may have to turn it and twist it and look and see. And you want to double crochet in every chain that you can find on this row. See how it's looking? And if you see too big a gap somewhere, maybe you might have missed one. I think there's just a hole there, but I'm looking for a chain to double crochet in. Don't be in a hurry on this row because you don't want it to pucker. Take your time. And I'm looking for a chain to put a row of double crochet. So here we go, keep going. There's one there. And then I get right here and look like there's one there. I just try to carefully look how I can get up under a strand. Let's see. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. A double crochet there. Double crochet here. Let me back up. I don't like that one. That one didn't look so good, so let me go back. See, and that's what it is, just kind of double crochet. I may have to go right in that hole there. And then back to double crochet, working across. Make it nice and neat for us to work the collar. See? Just make sure it's not pulling or making a pucker. And you're going to keep going. Take your time. Double crochet. And double crochet. Double crochet. And continue across. How does that look? Can you see my row of double crochets? I hope I was on camera okay. Can you see that row of double crochet right there? And you will continue across, trying to find as many chains as possible. Double crochet. And double crochet. Now, see how nice that cleans up this edge? Okay, I'll see you at the end, and we will start on row 1 again and make our boxes. Okay, now as you can see, I have finish my row of double crochets, and when you finish yours, make sure it's not puckered. That means you may have missed some of the chains, or you may have pulled it too tight. So it should be nice and relaxed. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you don't have to, if you miss one or something, that's fine. But just lay it out, smooth it out, and see how it looks. You just want a nice, clean, really pretty edge of double crochet. Okay, I'm going to pull it in just a little bit. Okay, now when we get to the end, right here, okay, we're on the wrong side, and of course we want to go to row 1, and we simply chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn the work. Okay, now if this gets in the way, you can always kind of tie this up or put it on a little piece of plastic or something. But you see, I have a nice clean row to try to, what I'm going to do is try to repeat the pattern on this side. And you're just going to try to go right above it as much as possible. It's no big deal. So right here, as I'm starting, okay, there's the chain 3. Now the next stitch is a double crochet, just like before, remember? Then I chained 1 and I skipped 1. Then I double crocheted again. Then I skipped 2, 1, 2. See if that brings me to match it up as much as possible. I'm going to go right here because I can match that up, and I'm going to do, even if your chains are off, you are trying to match up these rows as they come across. So here's my V-stitch, and I'm going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Okay, and when I finish a V-stitch, I will, on row 1, to start the box, I need to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I go to where right above this box as much as possible to a stitch, and I am going to single crochet right there in that stitch. Once I single crochet, I need to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn the work. We're turning the work now. I'm making sure. Yep. And now in this large space, just like before, I will put 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Get some more yarn. This is 4 and 5. Of course, we're on the wrong side, so I need to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn the work back. Now, let's see. Let's make sure I only have 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I just turn the work and I double crochet back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you go into this like little post right here, and I make that 5. Okay. Now, at the end of a box, you do a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's just like on this side, but we're feeling our way, trying to match up the stitch on this side. So 1, 2, 3. So I go over to the next V stitch. I'm not even gonna count. Right now I'm looking at the rows. I'm trying to match it up right here. So I'm not even worrying about counting. I just want to match up 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it matches up right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to just match up. You don't have to count, but you will double crochet. Look at it good. Yep. 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Does that make sense? Okay, now I need to, after a V-stitch, I chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I go make my way over to where it would be a stitch. Say this stitch right here looks really right on top of that box. So I'm just going to single crochet there. Then I chain 1, 2, 3. Now I turn the work. And in this large opening again, I will do 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and since we're on the wrong side, I need to chain 3 so I can turn the work to get back to the right side, because that's where we're working. And of course, we will go right back. We double crochet across. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and into that little post right there, you will make that 5. And after a box, we chain 1, 2, 3, and we move to the next V-stitch, and we see, can we line up some kind of stitch right above it? Right there seems great. So we're gonna put 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1, 2, and 2 double crochets. And of course, after the V-stitch, we chain 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to look for a place above the box to do a single crochet. Maybe right there looks good. 1, 2, 3. Turn the work. Can you see the collar forming now? Does it make sense? Okay, in this large space, 5 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. To get back to the front, I need to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I can turn the work back, and I will continue across the row. Finishing up this pattern. Now, I repeated the collar for 3 boxes. I did 3 boxes. I'll show you mine on the real one. Okay, on the collar, just the collar itself, you can see my row of double crochets right there. Okay, then I did 3 boxes, 3 rows of boxes, and then I stopped on the 3rd row after, you know, the 3rd row of suspended single crochets. After I've done row 2 3 times, then on that 3rd one, I simply stopped and ended my, you know, pulled my yarn through. And that represents the collar. And as I turn this, I still have my little mark from showing me the wrong side, because you need to put your little tag or whatever, so you'll have it. And let's see if I need to back out some there. Oh yeah, I really do. Hold on, it'll make you sick. Okay, so now, here is one side. Here's the collar that folds back. And like I said, all I did, either you can just wear it like this, just straight across like a shawl. Okay? Or you can put a button. Let's see if that's on camera. Nope. Or you can add a button. Let me put it right here. There you go. You can simply add a button on the back inside. This is on the wrong side, the inside, because I have my mark here, my little blue thread yarn there. Okay. There's a button here. I just took a little old shank button and sewed it on. Put it on with some yarn on the inside. Now, if I want a shrug, to use it as a shrug, all I have to do is go up to the double crochet row right there, okay, and then just bring it down, and somewhere right under or near that double crochet row, slip your button in one of the lace holes, and it forms a sleeve. So now I can stick my arm in and have my collar and have a nice shrug, just like I showed before. Does that make sense? Now, just to give some weight to the front edge so that it hangs real pretty, I just you could put a tassel. I just did a large, I just made some fringe, maybe about 15 or 16 strands, and then of course you wrap it around your finger and then put it in, like you regularly do fringe. And it makes a nice heavy weight on the very front of the shawl so that it hangs really pretty. And it gives a nice touch. Isn't that pretty? And I need to put some charms on here too. I could put some pretty, I have some charm angel wings. You know how I put the little lobster claw clasp and then hang some angel wings on there? Wouldn't that be pretty? That would be pretty too. I think I have gold ones to match the buttons. I think I have. So I will have to do that. Now, this is finished. Once you do that, there's not any sewing or anything. You're done. Just tie off your ends and weave in everything. Now I'm going to show you what I was doing, the one I'm working in real time. which I won't be able to get done for this video because I'm trying to get this video up. This is not even the first of the year video. This is just a special gift because of your faithfulness to, you know, to come and sit and watch and view my videos. Now that I have over 1 million views, this was just something I thought of at the last minute. So I still have to get January's video up, and it's going to be pretty. It is really, it's different. I think you're going to like it. This one is especially for you as a thank you. And then I'll do my regular video. Okay, so look, I found 2 skeins of this old Red Heart Shimmer. I don't even know the color name, but it's that green, you know, you've seen it. And I knew it wouldn't be enough to make a whole shawl, so I decided, well, I'm going to start, you know, for those who may not want a shawl, you can simply just do it as a, you know, the red glitter scarf that I did at Christmas. This will be in the same, this is the same style. I will do the scarf. I don't have to, I can just do this one real long. It's as long as I've got yarn. I've got one more skein, so this one won't be really long as that one. I did, let's see, I did, how many boxes across? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 was too many. Since this is a scarf, I didn't worry about a center, but 5 was too many, 3 was too little, so I did 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes across. Everything else is exactly the same. And so when I'm done, when I just run out of yarn, make sure you save enough, I will come back and add fringe to this edge and to whatever edge I stop on the other side. And then I will add buttons. Remember on the red, that little, I will add buttons on one edge, whichever edge that they, you know, need to be on. I'll add 3 or 4 nice buttons. So hopefully I will wear this and show you. Like I said, I probably won't get on this video, but I'll wear it on down the road so that you can see that I finished it and how pretty this turned out. I'm really excited. I wish I could find another skein, but I don't feel like trying to hunt eBay and all that. I'll just use the 2 skeins I have, and whatever it comes out to be, that's what it will come out to be. And then I'll, like I said, find some pretty buttons, add a little fringe, and voila, I have another pretty crochet scarf that will look really amazing. What do you think of that? Well, like I say, this was something that just, it was such a shock. I thought I had 2 or 3 months. I was going to do something, you know, to put in the box, and all of a sudden, bingo. I saw that I had so many views. I wanted to do something special. So thank goodness I already had the box. I already had the yarn. And then the idea popped in my head. I had not done a press shawl since that very first one. So here is a second designated press shawl or shrug just for my friends. Thank you so much. And Happy New Year. Now I've got to get busy, get this one up, because now I really have to do the first video I have for you for the new year. It is really nice. So let me get busy, wrap this up, and then I'll see you in the next video. So from Jay and Jay's Knit and Purl Jam, I hope you enjoyed Jay's Crochet on the Wings of a Dove prayer shawl and shrug. Okay, we'll see you in just a little bit when I get finished with the other video. Bye. Oh, it's snowy outside tonight. Oh, it's snowy outside tonight. See ya.